life and she's been in prison. So, do y'all think with that information, not me saying that she can't live on her own, that she live on her own. And when she got out of prison, probably about 10 years ago, she could go and pay a fee and get her driver's license back and go and buy her a car and get independent. She never wanted to leave the house other than go to the doctor or to get something to eat. She had no intentions of getting self-sustaining. But I set it all up for her. Pay her $350 reinstatement fee and go take a test. Hey, she wasn't going to do it. And it's not that I want to be right, and it's not that I want her over here. I would love to have her over here. It's a simple fact that it is cruel to cut me out of her life because somebody wants to dictate over it. When I don't know if she's got 6 months, a year, won't even let me talk to her, keeps telling me she don't want nothing to do with me. She don't want to talk to me. She souls up every time he mentions my name. And won't even respond to him when he asks her if she wants to talk to me. And with the relationship that me and my aunts had, I highly doubt that shit. But she can talk to him and Tanya, and she's doing wonderful. And that's all I need to know. Maybe she'll call me in a couple months, is what he said. I don't know. But right, she don't want nothing to do with you. She wants to be with me. That's what she said. So, this is how that's going to work. That is not great. That is freaking awful. To say that to somebody. She don't want nothing to do with you. When you took care of her since she was 16 and acted like the mother hen. She don't want a fucking thing to do with you, excuse my French. Why would you say that to somebody? Well, you know how she is. No, she's never been like that with me. She may not respond, and she shuts down from time to time, but she always talks to me. And I don't understand how people can be so freaking cruel, y'all. To somebody. See, he done the same thing with my grandmother. When he got thrown out of where he was living at because they couldn't stand him the way he was. No, they have not. That's what I'm aware of. Yeah, he is completely controlling. Just like my brother is. Completely controlling. It has to be his way. He has to be the boss and authority over every freaking thing. Woohoo! And I just can't stand it. I can't stand to be controlled. Hello. But anyway, he moved in with my grandmother a couple years back because he got thrown out of where he was living. His house got foreclosed on and sold by the bank within a month of him mortgaging it, or maybe 2 months. Then he moved in with his stepdaughter. She threw him out because of the way he acts. Controlling and just a complete D-I-C-K. He moves in with my grandmother because I'm living with my husband at the time. And when I go there to talk to my grandmother about some things and to possibly get the second refrigerator that she has, and temporarily, because I have children, because I don't have a fridge, he pulls a pew-pew on me, and him and his girlfriend, live-in that he's got, Tanya, calls the freaking law on me Both of them are intoxicated. He gets his weapon taken, stern talked to, and if I'm not mistaken, they wanted to take both of them in for public and talks. Over a freaking refrigerator, told me I better get out of there. I wasn't getting anything. It's my house. That's what the wild ass thing. It is deeded to me and Adam. It has nothing to do with Edward. Technically, if he's a tenant there, he has some kind of say-so. I didn't tell him he could move in. My grandmother did. She wanted him there. So I'm like, okay, I won't come back. He had my grandmother so bullied, but she was standing her ground. She wasn't going to give in to his demands, what he wanted. And that's the reason why he's got Norma over there. It took me a minute to figure it out. Norma joint owns that property with him. That was my pal's place. He's got her over there trying to get her to sign her name off that deed where he can have complete control over it. No, they have not found Adam. He is being very evasive about where he's staying. He knows they're looking for him. But Edward, that's why Edward has took my aunt in, because he is going to pressure her into signing her name off that property where he can mortgage it. And lose it, just like he lost his Phelan property. It was absolutely excruciating, painful, awful, the most horrendous thing that I have been through since childbirth. And I still hurt so bad that it hurts to sit here. But it's not in my name, too. It is in Norma's and his name. It's split. It was 4 acres, and they done a split deed on it. Me and my half-sibling has 2.2 acres on the back side. And on the front side, it was my grandmother, Edward, and Norma in a survivor's deed. My grandmother deeded her part of the survivor's deed to me. It was filed at the courthouse. It showed up in Social Security's records. They called me about it in 2022 or 21, right after my daughter was born. The deed's gone. It just disappeared. Nobody can find it. It's lost in the records up there at Coleman County Courthouse. I was never gave the copy of the deed through the nursing home up there that my grandmother was at. Quit! So I don't have a copy of it. So you cannot go to the county courthouse and look for it because you don't know where it is. And it would take 15 years to find it. They have books and books and books, like so thick of records. Social Security does not have a record of it. They can only pull up what's in the land deeds office. And the only thing I can think of is they destroyed it because it was a survivor's deed and it had 3 people's name on it. They don't have any record of it. I don't have any record of it. I thought it was like an attachment email or something, but I can't find it. And I've had the same email for over 20 years, so it's just gone. And that's the only saving grace to that. If my name was on it, Edward would be really mad about it. But it would prevent him from losing it that my papa worked for that he didn't, hey. Or it would prevent him from giving it to non-family members. That is his intention, to give it to his girlfriend's children. I thought maybe they sent it to me. The woman that done all that when my grandmother first got put in a nursing home, she's quit. She's no longer up there. She was in the administration office. Quit, Anna. Now stop, you two. Lay down. She was in administrative office up there at the Folsom Center for Woodland Nursing Home in Coleman. And if I could find her, maybe she would know where it was, but I don't know. I can't remember what her name was. And the only saving grace we have is to find that deed, because I know how Edward is. And I don't believe Norma will do it. And I hope, and I hate to say this is God awful, and please forgive me, I hope he passes away before Norma does. I hope Norma makes full recovery and she outlives him, because if she don't, it's going to be a shit show. So the only thing I can do is try to get access to Norma and get her to sign a piece of paper saying when she dies that her part goes to me. If she don't do that, I'm screwed. Because now, as soon as Grandma's death certificate was turned in, it's two-person deed now. It's not a survivor's deed anymore. So it can transfer. I can do power of attorney, but how would I do that? She'd have to sign it willingly, and I don't have access to her. He's going to go and get power of attorney over her. That's what his plan is. And I don't know how to do that, so somebody that knows how to do that needs to email me and help me do that. Are there a way to do it without her consent? It has to be a notarized thing, yeah, and I don't have any access to her. I get my... Anna, lay down! See, I tell you, I try to be nice to these dogs. He ain't got one done yet. But he will. And that's so freaking awful that I have to fight for other people's freaking freedom. And I don't get me wrong, I don't want to dictate over it. But I do not want him to give family property to non-family members. I feel like if my kids get it, especially Katie, that they won't just mortgage it or sell it if I leave like a will video or something to them. But if I've asked her about it, she won't answer me about it. But I'm on... With everything that's happened, maybe I can get to talk to her. And I hate to be like that, but as bad shape as she's in, I mean, you got to look at it like that. She may not live a year. Starving damaged her liver, her kidneys, and her heart. And I sure don't want that devil to have full control over that property. My papa worked for 30 years, 2 jobs, and paid off that mortgage where somebody else had mortgaged it. And that was his dying wish, is for me and Satan, my brother, to have that. And then he realized that my brother didn't need it later on when he got older, and he wanted me to have everything, where it wouldn't be sold. See, I can get it notarized, but she's got to sign it. She has to consent for me to have power of attorney over her. And when I do that, he'll bring her over here and throw her out. So my uncle has her locked in his house, and he will probably pull a weapon on me if I try to go over there. So I got to get access to her, and I hope that she'll just strong arm him, and she won't do it. But that's what he's up to. It took me a minute. I'm like, why is he being so nice to her? He's up to something. He's gonna get her name off that property, where he can do what he wants to with it. And I wish I could find that deed where my mama gave me her part, but it's a survivor's deed. So the county may have destroyed it because they looked at it and said, it's got 3 people on it. And that's why, quick sale deed. That's what I want to do. I need to get one drawn up and get her to sign it. It don't matter what I do. There ain't nobody gonna step in and do nothing. She's 60. Yes, but if I get a quick claim deed, it'll be alright because his name's still on it till he dies, and he'll be madder than hell. He just knew. He just knew he's gonna get that. And he's gonna have complete control of it. She's not gonna outlive him. No, I got to be smart about it. I can't show my hand. Maybe I can lie and say it's something about the insurance and get her to sign it. It'd be nice if you could do everything digital with your land. But they don't let you do it that way. You have to have a lawyer. I don't have that kind of money, so I'm hoping that he don't try nothing too soon. I can be sneaky about it. And I hate to do that, but I don't want him giving it to his girlfriend's children, something that my papa worked his ass off for, or mortgaging it and losing it. That's the last thing. Yeah, he's going to be holding her hostage like my brother was. He's already doing it. And it took me a minute. I'm like, why is he doing this? The land. That's exactly why. Absolutely the land. My aunt also, they sent her ass home in horrible condition without going to rehab because she has failed to fill out something for disability Social Security, and they have cut her benefits off and stopped her Medicaid. So it's only like 2 acres. It's not a whole lot. It's a whole 4 acres altogether. But still, my papa worked his ass off to pay for that. And it's not right. My grandmother's the one that done this stuff. I'd like to spank her ass. And he's trying to get attention for himself for Norma being so mistreated like she was. And that just blows my mind. Why would you take somebody else's tragedy? Now, I know I told all y'all I don't want attention for myself. I don't. But why would you do that? To get somebody else to feel sorry for you, to get your attention for what's going on. Why would you do that? Because when he found her, the night he found her, he fake cried, called me. Like he was so upset about it. And you could tell he's faking it. Oh my God, Joanna. Like that. And I'm like, what the hell? I was really crying. Y'all seen my crocodile tears. I didn't fake it at all. Because I love Norma. But when things don't work out his way, he's going to dump her on me like a bag of trash. Just like Grandma. I give it a month, maybe 2. So, I've called in to a compadre of mine to see if we can find somebody to come down here and help me clean out the shed and fix the outside area for my dogs and the cats. And so I can get this place clean real good and get everything moved out or put in totes where my friend can come in with her husband and son and redo it in here. So I can pass if DHR comes out here. But I don't understand why you would take her tragedy and you would try to make it all about yourself. That's some kind of mental disorder, ain't it? I don't know what kind, but it is. Oh, I'll take my aunt in a heartbeat. I've lived with my aunt since I was 14. She can live here until she passes. I move her in my bedroom, and I still have plenty of room for my kids. And maybe eventually, I could save up and buy me a bigger mobile home, 4 or 5 bedrooms. That's my goal. Yeah. But I don't understand how people can be so self-centered. Narcissist. Oh, is that what a narcissist rest of it is? Oh, well, I've seen a lot of narcissistic behavior, and I thought they played the victim. I don't know if that's narcissist. Because he'll actually do things for other people to make himself look good. Is that a narcissist? Okay. Well, maybe he is. Like, he'll help me make himself look good for taking his poor, disabled niece to the doctor. He's always right. Yes, he is. Lord, he got an argument with me when I went to the doctor about something. Oh, and he knows more about my medical than I do. When I had my middle daughter, he said that him and Tanya took me to the doctor. They did. And that Tanya went in there with me. She didn't. She stayed back there in the waiting room with him and my baby because they wasn't allowed in the back. And that they showed her images of my ovaries and uterus. They didn't even do any kind of imaging at the appointment. I had an IUD implanted. It was birth control. And anyway, that they showed them images of my uterus and ovaries and cervix, and everything had black on it. First of all, I'm going to lock this door because my dogs are raising holy hell. First of all, if there was something seriously wrong with my insides, I would have had a hysterectomy. Point blank. They wouldn't have left it in there. Second of all, they never done anything like that, and they cannot share my medical information with anybody. Oh, I wasn't never supposed to have any more children. My back door is locked. I was never supposed to have any more children because my uterus and ovaries and all my stuff was black. I was black on the inside. It was all dying and dead and bad tissue and all that. And I'm like, I told him, I said, that didn't happen. Oh, swears up and down it happens. Tanya went in there with me. No, Tanya was trying to get a hair out of his freaking eye. I have, photographic memory, so I remember all this shit the way it actually happened instead of the way people want to say it happened. So anyway, said all that wasn't ever supposed to happen. So I decided after Cassie was born that I was not going to have any more children. Yes, I know, there was nobody back there with me. I couldn't even take my baby back there. They don't allow anybody, UAB doesn't allow anybody in the room except for the providers and your ass. They're very strict about that. They're not going to get in trouble for some kind of crap. Oh, I'm sorry. Huh. But anyway, they said that. So the reason why I decided I wasn't going to have any more children after Cassie, shit, one of them girls, was because I had really bad preeclampsia and it damaged my eyesight and it scared the shit up out of me. So I had a 10-year IUD put in. And it caused me a lot of issues, and I wanted it out halfway through. I actually got pregnant, and they removed it with Addison, my youngest son. So it didn't even freaking work. After I had Addison, I got an STI from my husband. Didn't know I had it for months. Went to my regular doctor. They done tests on me because I was complaining about itching and having discharge and stuff. And sorry if that's TMI. And it come back as a clap. So the clap can damage your tubes. So the end of my tubes was scarred completely over. I wasn't ovulating or anything, even though I cleared up the infection. That it damaged my reproductive stuff. So I was not supposed to be able to have any more children after that. That's what my doctor over here in Walker Women's Health Center told me. 6 or 7 years after Addison was born, I got pregnant with Kathy. I about passed out when they told me congratulations in the freaking doctor's office. Now, they are a risk to my health because of the preeclampsia. I can get it really bad again. It can take my life. And they're also really bad risk to my health about uterus rupture due to my previous C-section. Those are the only two risk factors that I have. And also, you can have anything in pregnancy, like gestational diabetes or anything like that. So there are risks for pregnancy and stuff like that, and ectopics and whatnot, but it's just monitored risk. There is nothing wrong with my ovaries, uterus, or cervix. My doctor said my cervix looked wonderful. So she sees a million of them. I guess she's right. I also had an HGS test done. I probably abbreviating that wrong, but they put dye through your cervix into your uterus, and it comes out both of your fallopian tubes, and they do live x-rays on you. I had a little small blockage in my left ovary, and when the dye pushed it out. So both ovaries and fallopian tubes are clear, no blockages. They all look great. They regenerated the ends of them. But I still don't ovulate for some reason. I have unexplained infertility. I get very close to it, and I have once or twice, or my LH has surged once or twice. I don't know if I actually ovulated. But yeah, so I know that. They done all the tests on me because of my son passing. And just in case, I wanted another child, which I don't because of everything that's happened. I would be a crazy person to want another child and go through all that shit again. But, everything is good in tip-top shape. Now, I do have HPV, and I do have to have once-a-year paps and biopsies and all that horse crap. But it is what it is, and millions and millions of people, males and females, have HPV. So anyway, he argued with me about my reproductive health. Human papillomavirus that causes cervical cancer and other things. You can get it from touching somebody's hand. But he argued with me. He's like, you was never supposed to have any more children after Kathy. Cassie. Damn it. I should have known. But, no, it is not curable. Your body can, fight it off. So, it's more contagious, but it's kind of like HIV virus. Once you get it, you got it. There ain't no cure for it. There ain't even no medicine you can take to suppress it. But your immune system can make antibodies and kill it. You don't have no signs or symptoms. You just have abnormal pap smears. So it was Cassie. So after Cassie, I just didn't want anymore. I was scared, and I was so freaking scared when I was pregnant with Addison that I'd get real sick again. And my water broke at 21 weeks, and I delivered at 34 weeks. I can tell you this, in my pregnancies, no, I do not. Not that I'm aware of. I do have endometriosis. I was diagnosed with endometriosis when I was 16. But I do tell you one thing. I will never be allowed to go over 36 weeks in my pregnancy due to the risk factors of preeclampsia, and I've had previous history of it. They won't let me go over 36 weeks. And they'll put me in the hospital at 34, 35 weeks, and they will keep me in the hospital until I deliver. I'll go home after I deliver. And you can have preeclampsia up to 8 months after your delivery. Now, I was fortunate enough that I never needed an emergency C-section because of my preeclampsia, but it can cause heart damage. It can damage your liver. It can damage all kinds of stuff, and it can be your demise. Pregnancy is one of the most dangerous and beautiful things that you can do in this world. And I'm grateful for all the kids that I have. I would love to have 19 and counting, but it's just not in the cards for me with all the legal struggles that I'm under and the way the world is and finances and everything else. I loved having babies, but my body didn't. I always wanted a whole bunch of kids. Plus, they drive me insane. They would drive me completely insane. I had a C-section with my first baby, and it was very traumatic. But anyway, he argued with me about my ovaries being black and all that, and I wasn't supposed to. Go on now before you knock my drink over, dude. I was never supposed to have any more kids and all that, but he had to be right now. They went in there and they seen all the images and my ovaries and everything was black. And it never happened. It never freaking happened. Go lay down on your bed. Go. So anyway, I have a procedure I have to have done. I got to save up for it thanks to Doge. my insurance don't cover it. They did last year, but they don't this year. So I got to save up and do that. And so I have 5 babies. So I had to do that, and I've got a lot. I'm saving up to get the house done, and I want to get me a better vehicle. I'd like to get me another minivan like I had. I love my van, and I want a minivan and a truck. I want a really nice truck. I haul stuff. I'd like to put a dog box on the back of my truck for my big dogs. It's not surgery. It's like it's an imaging procedure that I need to have done on my girl bits. They won't pay for it, no. So they gave me an estimation with meds that I had to take before I go have it done. That insurance won't cover either. It's going to be about $2,000 to $2,500. So I'll save up and do it. I put it off for over a year, and they're really like buttholy about it. I don't think you're really going to come in and do it and commit to doing it. Well, I don't have the money right now to spare. I'm doing all I can do. Like TikTok, I've been making videos like over a minute long that's supposed to be in the creators fund, and I made $5 off of that crap. I don't make any money on here. And now my SSI is going to be stopped for a couple of months, and I've turned in an application to Community Action. I don't know if they'll approve it or deny it to pay my power bill next month. I got to pay my water bill, my phone bill, my internet, because my phone don't work here without it. And, I just don't have it. Plus, I had to have somebody to drive me, because I can't drive myself there and back, because it's kind of a little bit like anesthesia thing. How many babies do you have and what kind? Fur babies. Hell, I can't even read. So I have Shih Tzus. Anna is a Mr. Pinscher mini pin. I have 2 Bull Terriers and Dalmatians. I never planned on having this many, by the way. It just happened. Yes, I already appealed it, and I already asked for a waiver. They're going to take all of the check. So they passed a law on, or redone their internal rules on the 23rd, where they're going to take the entire amount until it's paid. They don't do payments anymore. Yes, and they're also assholes, and they get beat up so bad playing and trying to get into stuff that they always look like they've been scrapping. And I'm thinking I'm going to rehome my cats. Even as much as I love them, I think they would be better off with somebody else. Because I'm going to have to put them outside, probably, because my big dogs don't like them. They're taking my check for an overpayment. I have pit bulls. I didn't say. I have 15 indoor cats. Why is it that we get so many damn cats? I have 7. I'm trying to give 2 of them away and just keep my grown cats that are crazy. I'm trying to give away the 2 kittens. They're not really kittens, but I call them the kittens because they're the youngest 2 of the bunch. I just love my animals too, but they're like a collection. You tend to get too many when you can't turn one away and you ain't got nobody to tell you no. Which I can tell you right now. So they're not kittens, they're cats, and they're in yonder. I'm not going in there disturbing them. They're quiet. I do have to go out here and get these babies in just a minute. I'm hurting real bad in my stomach. So, Elsa, my wiener dog, and Anna are really old. They will be the next ones that pass. Elsa is completely blind. My wiener dog is incontinent from having back surgery and being old as hell. Also, she's pretty old. Ginger. And then my Dalmatian, he's 10. He'll be 11 this year. She's 10. He has outlived his life expectancy. He has outlived his life expectancy. So Dalmatians don't live past 10, and he'll be 11 this year. And he's a big fat boy and stout as a mule. Ginger is about 12 or 13. And usually Shih Tzus don't live past 12. So they have outlived their life expectancy and it's on borrowed time. See, she'll be 16 this year. She'd almost lived 20 years on this world. She turned 15 last year. I had to look to make sure how old she was. So I think I'm doing a good job if I've kept them alive this long. She does have health problems. Don't get me wrong, she does. So my bull terrier, I'll have to look. Let me go in here and look and see how old my bull terriers are. I know that Alice was born in 2023. So that would make her 2. Or she's 2 or 3. And so is my youngest Dalmatian. But the older ones. So I'm not going to rejuvenate my dogs when I lose some. I've already lost some. And I'm going to have them all like cremated. There's a place that comes and picks them up from my house and takes them and cremate them. And they give me a little urn for them. What the hell am I looking in? That ain't got nothing to do with my paperwork. Hey, Ginger. They're all pretty. They're all still in pretty good shape to be as old as they asses are. Yeah, I'm okay. Right. That is Casper. Here, hold on a minute. I'm looking for some paperwork. I need a filing cabinet. That's what I need, is a filing cabinet. Now, if I had a tripod, it wouldn't do me any good because I'm carrying the phone around with me. So, alright. I found my paperwork. All my registrations. And that's how I keep up with everybody because that one's not here anymore. Either it's that one. That one is. That one is not. That one is. That one is. Alright, so Isabella Hall of Fame. She was born 2021. So she is, let's see, hold on, 4 years old. That is my white bull terrier. And Alice Hall of Fame was born 2023. She just had a birthday this year. And she is 2 years old. That one's 4 and this one's 2. So this is Casper's original registration. So I'm going to put it over here. It's not even good. So I have 3 that's AKC, Casper, Alice, and Casper, Alice, and Isabella. I have 3 dogs that are AKC. My 2 bull terriers and my male Shih Tzu. And then everybody else is CKC. Stupid thing. So Dottie, that's another one I wanted to say. Dottie was born November 2022. So that would make her 3 this year. She's 2. I got some young ones. They're the ones I breed with, my younger Shih Tzus. It's a lot of paperwork. What kind of cats? Look up the kitties, yes. So Purdy was born in 2018. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So she's not as old as I thought. She's 7. So Purdy is 7. That's one of my Dalmatians. That one ain't here anymore. That one ain't here anymore. That one ain't here anymore. Pongo was born 2016. He's not as old as what I thought either. Oh, I was wrong. 25. He's 9 this year. He is 9, not 11. So I was off. So he's 9, she's 7. But still, they're up in dog years. They're not no young spring chicken puppies. And then I have Sweet Carolina. She's 5. So next year in 2026, she will be retired from breeding. And little Chelsea, she will be retired too. So these 2 dogs will be retired. I don't know if I'm going to rehome them or not because of Chelsea's history and limitations on that and behavioral stuff that I've had to train her through due to lack of training. So I don't know. She's sweet dog. She is. She's got the biggest freaking eyeballs you've ever seen in your life. But see, these two, this will be their last year of breeding. I don't know if it's 7 years in our years. So, yeah. So, Pongo and Purdy is already retired. I just have this for their dates of birth or whatever. So, this is my breeders. 1, 2, 3 girls. And this is Dottie. She'll never have any puppies. And then we got California. She's got a few more years. I'm going to put all these up. Alex and Ginger's retired too. And this is Casper's registrations. And then Chelsea. And then it's like, so anyway, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 females that I breed with. And then I've got my male. Casper's. This is his CKC papers. So I have 6 females and 1 male. And that's more than enough. And these are my puppies that since I moved from McCalla, I have lost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And that's not counting 7 and 8 that I don't know where he is. So I've lost 8 dogs since I moved. And no, I haven't had the ones that I have now for years and years and years. The younger dogs, I have just got them in the last year or so to breed with. So I have lost 8 of my babies. Hershey, he passed away. Little Shadow, she passed. No, some of them was cremated and disposed of, and some of them are. And Chance, he was the first baby that I lost. He's buried on my Crane Hill property. But I do want to plant some flowers, make a little memorial dog garden for him. Pebbles. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've lost 6 of my. This is 6. Yeah, 6 of my dogs. Yep, 6 dogs have passed away. Since 2022. So, in 3 years, I've lost 6 of my dogs. Age, poor breeding, health conditions, different things. I'm sure moving twice didn't help nothing either. So I have 6 little breeding Shih Tzus, and then I have Anna and my wiener dog. That's 7, 8. I got 8 little dogs, and then I have my bigs. And it broke my heart with everyone, especially Sissy. When you have several like I do, I mean, it's just something that happens. And it's like when you raise livestock or anything, you're going to have things that happen, and it's just out of your control. I mean, freak accidents happen, and dogs pass, and it's just the way that it is. Whether you have 1 or 26. it happens. No matter how good you take care of them. You're born to die. And animals, their vet care has come so far over the years, but it has not, and it breaks my heart. It's broke my heart with everyone, and I've grieved so hard over them, and just because they're my babies, they're my furries, and everybody's like, I would just rehome all the ones that you retire. I can't. I've had them for so many years, and I'm so attached to them, and they're my babies before all else. You know, they're not just things to have puppies and make a profit off of. I'm not getting rich over here. I'm not even making enough to even make a dent in it. And I can't do that. And I'm thinking to myself, not that I think I'm the only person that can take care of them. I'm sure that other people could take care of them just as good as I can. But with that being said, if you give your dog away and that person is not as responsible as you think that they are, and that dog gets lost, or they let it get hurt and it passes away, you'll never forgive yourself. And I've had dogs that have tumors and stuff and cancer, and Sissy died in my arms from liver failure. She was just a little mixed breed that somebody gave me, a little mixed breed Chihuahua. And Jack, they think it was kidney failure with him. And Jack was 10 or 11 years old. And he was very badly bred. He was backyard breeder situation. Yes, he was neutered. He was neutered for the last few years of his life. He was bow-legged. He was right at 10 years old when he passed. And I wish he would have lived longer, but the life expectancy of a Shih Tzu is 12 years. If you get more than 12 years out of your Shih Tzu, then you're doing it. You're astonishing. And my wiener dog was 7, 8 years old when I rescued her back in 2016. And she's been with me almost 10 years. So if she lives till next year, which I have no doubt that she will, she's in pretty good shape. She will be 16. And Elsa was, I rescued her in 2016 from a bad home situation. They didn't want her. She was disposable. They'd had a baby. They didn't want her. She was going to get hit in the road. So I rescued her. And I had to pay the woman $100 for her. But she was 6 when I got her in 2016. She was born in 2010. So she is 15. She'll be 16 next year. They usually don't live over 12 years old. So I do breed, but I don't back-to-back breed. It causes a lot of issues with my dogs, and I just don't do it. And I deliver my babies, and I stay with them, and we enjoy it, but it's just once a year. It's not like all through the year. And I'm going to try this year, which I've got a couple that's not even been through first heat yet, and I want them to do at least second or third heat before I breed them and do some health testing. But I'm going to try to no, I'm not sick. I'm going to try to space it out where I have 2 litters together, and then when they're old enough to get rid of, then I'll have another litter or 2. So I'm hoping mine does. I hope mine outlives that. So yeah. I want to space them out where I only have 2 litters at a time, because I think that's all I can deal with. Having 4 or 5 litters and it's just one person, it's just not going to be feasible. My aunt is doing pretty good. So I do all my grooming. I groom, so 6 of my babies are Shih Tzus. 6. And I groom all my dogs. Elsa needs a grooming, so I'm gonna have to charge my clippers up and groom her. She needs to shave down for March Madness. She's the only one, her and Chelsea, and I'm gonna leave Chelsea's alone because her hair ain't that thick yet. But Elsa's a thick girl, and her beady's getting kind of matted. So before we get any bad matting or anything, we're gonna strip her down. I can screw yours up a little bit. We got a little fuzz right here. This is Ginger. This is my baby. Hers old as a butt. And she's been outside in the woods. We're gonna check her for ticks. She likes to lick and give warm hugs. I groom all my doggies too. Yep. So I try to split them up where they're a couple weeks apart, because it's a lot on my back to have to groom these. I don't have a grooming table and I can't afford one. $169 for a table. Honey, you bring them to me and I'll charge you $300 and I'll groom them. They won't be perfect, but I'll groom them for $300. I'll take your money. Well, see, you had to have it shipped and stuff if you're not in Alabama. Honey, I'll take it. I'll take your money. I'll charge you $300 for a dog. For 3 dogs. I can have them groomed in a couple of hours. And they'll smell just like a baby's butt when I'm done. But I'm about to get over here and wash my bedclothes and take me a shower, because I didn't take one yesterday. I guess I should have. It's 2 days post-op or whatever, and I should have took one yesterday, but I didn't feel like it, and it was painful. But I appreciate that. But anyway, it kills my back because I don't have a table that I can lift up, and I'm hunched over like this, grooming them. But my babies are wonderful being groomed. Now, some people's dogs are little shits. And they like to bite and wiggle. Mine don't do that. They just stand there. They don't like it, and they shake a little bit. But they just stand there and allow me to do whatever to them. I am dying in pain, but I need to wash my bedclothes because my dogs have got trashes on it from being outside in the woods like National Geographic puppies that they are. Hey, you want to show them? You want to show them? Y'all drug stuff out on the floor. You want to show them your little eyeballs? I like her little eyeballs. Oh, listen, honey. This one right here, my wiener dog killed a rodent the other night. It come in from outside, and she went crunch, 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 and it was lunch, lunch, lunch. I heard squeak, squeak. You know, like you munching on a chip. I heard something rustling over there by that hole in the front door, and then I heard squeak, squeak, and that's my wiener that I just showed you. Oh no, it's my mini pen. So she's good for several different things, ain't she? I have not cleaned up in here from the freaking mess. I got 5 cats and they ain't killed the dang single rodent. And she sat over there by the door. Or no, she heard it. She ran over there and crunched it up. Which one of the dogs is barking so bad? It is a dog that's outside using the toilet that I got to go bring back in. You can't get up here because I got to take my bedclothes off. So you'll have to get right back down, Fatty. Here you go. This one right here got the rodent. This one, the wiener, my wiener dog. It was a very big rodent. I tried to take it away from her, but she had already digested it. I hope she don't get some kind of disease from it. That's what I'm thinking after that woman passed away from that rat disease. I sure don't want my dog to get it. I tried to get it away from her and she growled about it, and before I could get it out of her possession, she had already munched down on it, tail and all. Makes me kind of grossed out to talk about it. Because I could hear it. Y'all couldn't hear it. I still hear that noise in my ear. So, Anna, this is my mini pen. This is my mini pen right here. Ain't she pretty? Your breath smells like ass, and you're not licking me in the mouth. So, I want to get my bedclothes washed where I can wash some puppy pads, but I tell you one thing, I am in so much freaking pain. I have been nauseous for 2 days. My house looks like a tornado blowed over in here because I hadn't felt like doing nothing, and I just let it go like frozen. I got to clean my kitchen up, but I can't stand up very long. It's a trumpet. She's sneezing. No, she's sneezing. It's a she. That's what it sounds like when she sneezes. Reverse sneezing. It's common in the breed. Yes, that's what it is. It's reverse sneezing. Lord, don't wish that on me. I'd have a fit. My dog started having a seizure. This is California. Carolina, no, it's Carolina. Hey, Carolina. I love my dog. Oh, get off of me. God, you're so fat. I am in my 30s. California's outside. I gotta go get her. But that is the cutest thing in the world right there. No, it's not part pug. It's a Shih Tzu. Oh, it farted. It farted. Abort mission. Oh. It farted. It skunked me. Yes. It smells like shit in here. Help me. Send reinforcements and butt spray. It farted right in my face. Oh, God, help me. I've been skunked. I need a gas mask. Yes, I do. Lord help. I don't know what's worse, my armpit stink or the dog fart. Oh, it smells like baked dog ass in here. On a good day. They can fart and clear a room. It smells like a sewer. So can a grown man. It's a mixture of rotten eggs and shit. I have Mancoon mixes. But anyway, I better get off here and get this done while we're... They're jiggling me. Let's say who wins. Oh yeah, they do. Get off my face. I got eyelash from my eye. I've been injured. Oh, I want one. You'll give it back. You'll give it back. What did you do last night on Saturday? I was mauled by my dogs. It's like having a bunch of preteen boys wrestling on top of you. That's what it's like. They can't get close enough to you. I sell my Shih Tzus only. WWE body slam. In a minute they'll knock me off of the floor and I'll be cussing and grumbling. That is not Dottie. That is one of my Shih Tzus from outside. Dottie will eat these little dogs. She will eat them up and spit them out. You maxed the burp out of me, dog. Are you close enough yet? This is Anna. Anna! Anna! Do you want to build a snowman? Come on out and play. I never see you anymore. Why have you went away? We used to be best buddies, and now we're not. I wish you could tell me why. Do you want to build a snowman? Woo! Yeah, they do. They're going to try to get in the shower with me. One or two might. Quit licking her ass on me. I just so disgusting. And then they do something gross. Just like having a bunch of boys. I'm never alone. I have a whole audience clapping me on as I pee at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm never alone. Somebody's always watching me. Hello, dog. Nah. Nah. I'm always escorted to the bathroom too. And if I don't hurry up and pee in a timely manner, Anna will jump on my lap and sit there until I'm done using the toilet. She has to assist me because obviously I don't know what I'm doing and I'm taking too long. I've had her since she was 4 weeks old. I got her at 4 weeks old in 2016. She's been with me about 10 years. I got something in my damn eyeball and it's poking the shit out of me. Nope. Let's mop the floor again because somebody's had a bathroom accident. At least it's on the vinyl, though. I mean, I need the blanket. Give me it. Give me the blanket. And get off. There's my keys. 45. 1445. I don't know. I didn't count them. I have what I have. I don't know. But I'm hurting doing this. I'm hurting real bad in my side. Which one of them is spoiled more than mine is behind spoiled. It's beyond spoiled. They're all. That would be all of them. I wish I had money, extra money, to buy them toys and beds and things like that. But we're on a budget around here, so I can only afford like meds and food and stuff. Even if I just had one, I could not afford stuff like that. But you know what? It would be a waste of money to buy them dog beds because they sleep in my bed. So it would be a waste of money for that. So. But I do feel bad because I can't get them stuff like that, but they wouldn't use it anyway. Yeah, because they're full and they're not dogs. They're furry humans. No, I do not have a P.O. box, but I have an Amazon wish list. But I like to get them treats and stuff, and I probably won't be able to do that for a while because of my check situation. But, you know, it is what it is. At least they're fed and they have meds. And Elsa's on meds, and Chelsea's on meds right now. And Pongo, Purdy, Dottie are all on meds. So is Isabella, and Isabella has to have special food because Isabella has skin problems. So yeah, all my dogs are eating lamb formula dog food because some of them have skin problems, and it's just easier to feed them all the same. You better get out of there, else I'm going to throw you in the washer. So, I've still got a pretty good supply of dog food, so I won't have to buy so much. I know I say so a lot, but, you know. Maybe. Yeah. We play with each other. That don't sound right, but anyway. We interact and have fun together. That still don't sound right. Anyway. We coexist. We coexist in the dog metropolis. Who's barking so much? A Shih Tzu. I'm about to go outside to get them and put them up. I gotta get off the phone. I just got to go and change their pads out in their kennels so I can bring them back in. Answer that. Answer what? Answer what? Do you have neighbors who complain? Why would I? Don't dogs bark? Don't dogs have vocal cords, and they're designed and bred and creatures that make noises out of their vocal cords that sounds like barking? Isn't that what they're designed to do? I've never seen a dog that don't bark. Well, certain cities, and I think this is stupid, and HOM or H whatever they are, the damn homeowners association bullshit. I can't do abbreviations. They have certain rules about noises and dogs, like we can stop them from barking. Yes, HOA. And they need to put a United States ban on being able to do noise complaints or have rules or regulations against dogs barking, because dogs can't help but bark, and we shouldn't have to mutilate our dogs to make people happy. Because if you get in trouble in these places that has laws and noise ordinances about dog barking, you have two options: euthanasia or have their voice box removed. And that is the saddest thing in the world, to cut a dog's voice box out. No, they can't be taught not to bark. They can be trained to bark less, but you can never teach a dog not to bark. And little bitty dogs are unfreaking trainable. I've never met anybody that has little dogs that don't excessively damn bark. Ever. Now my big dogs, yes, except for Dottie, she's untrainable. But most of my big dogs, yes, they just bark for a second and then they're done. My little dogs can bark for freaking hours. You can never ever train a dog not to bark. That is not realistic. You can train them to bark less. And even if you train them to bark less and you got a Karen, it's not going to matter, because they're still going to bitch about it until they get your dog took away from you. And that's going to make them happy because they've done something to you to make you hurt and be miserable. Because people are freaking evil. So I live in a very rural city. And all the dog regulations are very non-existent. And I'm grateful for that. Also, it's a lot of elderly people around me. We leave people alone. My dogs, I try to make everybody lay down and go to sleep, and it kind of be silent in here. I'll turn on the TV for noise around 11:30. I try to be respectful. I don't want to be an asshole and disturb every damn body. So I try to have all my dogs in and out, and like, that's what I'm about to get off here and do, let my bigs out to use the toilet for the night and all of that. I try to be, respectful of other people. That's the right thing to do, even though they can't hear. Really. My neighbors can't hear. They have decreased hearing due to their age. They're like in their 70s. Yes, I live in a subdivision. House, 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 house. And everybody knows my dogs because I have to take them out through the front because I can't get out the back due to the ramp being like it is. And everybody sees my dogs. They're very well taken care of, and we don't have any problem with it. But I'm going to try to get off here and get my babies taken care of so I can bring them in from the out. And the only thing I got to do is change a couple of pads tonight. I already done everything this morning, and I might eat me some cereal. But I done my research, and the reason why I moved here was so I would have a better home for my dogs. I would have never moved anywhere where my dogs would be a problem, because it would destroy me if they come in and took them away. Just for the simple fact of me having them, or, you know. And I do have big plans here to like build a space for them, but right now I just don't have the money, and the economy's really bad. I do plan on tomorrow, if I feel like it, or maybe Monday. My big dogs need a bath really bad. I wiped them down today, but they really need a good bath. So maybe Monday I'll feel like giving them a bath, because it's a fight. They hate water, and thankfully they're all short-haired, but it's a fight. I don't want to talk about politics. If you want to talk about politics, get on one of them channels where that's all they damn talk about. We ain't talking about it here. All we're going to say is that it's a shit. And it ain't never going to get no better. It's just all going to get damn worse. I don't care what nobody says about it. It's just going to get worse. That's all it's ever done. The economy's been bad since I was a damn kid. It ain't never got nothing but worse and worse and worse. On the other hand, did you know that wiener dogs like to eat vanilla wafers? I didn't, but my dog stole my whole box of vanilla wafers and ate part of them. But did you know that? I had to chase my dog through the house. Wiener, what's wrong? Princess, what's wrong, baby? Are you sleepy? We'll go to bed soon. My chipmunk, you're scratching my leg. My chipmunk. I'm probably going to take them out, too. I'm probably going to take them out right now. What are y'all doing? Y'all eating? Okay, I was into something. I'm going to let my littles out. I'm going to go. Salutations. Mine will eat anything that ain't tied down. Bye. Good night.